So if I am looking to hire a CRO agency, what are some questions to ask that CRO agency?
First and foremost, I definitely want to know testimonials and case studies. I want to make certain that they've proven that they've helped improve conversion rate optimization of other websites. Yeah. And not only that, is a lot of the time I want to see the website and what they've done. I want to try and look at it and go, yeah, that looks great. I really like that call to action button. I really like the color scheme. I really like the floating sidebar and what's been put into place. Like, I want to see some physical case studies and testimonials to say, yes, this CRO agency is good. So I'll be asking that CRO agency, can you give me case studies and your testimonials? That's the first thing I'd want to see.
Yeah, I think also another thing that a lot of CRO agencies have started to adapt over the years is a lot of them actually give like a free light audit. So for example, if you are an e-commerce store, they might give you like 5 or 6 things that they already know from the bank of clients that they've actually worked with. Now, in that audit, it's not going to be in depth by any means. It's kind of just like a lead magnet to get you thinking. And it's like, actually, do you know what? The 5 things that they have suggested that would be really beneficial. So getting that light audit of the 5 things, or it might be 10, it might be 5, but just knowing what they're actually like planning on doing, and then what other steps they're going to take as well.
Yeah, I mean, another question I'll be asking before hiring a CRO agency would be, what tools are they using? Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So I think the main tools, generally speaking, is Hotjar, Optimisation, and VWO. Yeah. Right. So them 3 tools allow, like Hotjar is a heat map system, so it looks where people are clicking on the site. VWO makes it very simple to split test 2 landing pages to see which one converts better. And these are all really important tools that they should be using. If you start asking them and saying, what tools are you going to use, and they're not mentioning any tools to check, you're like, well, how are you split testing it? Mm-hmm. So another one would be, what tools are you using? I think that's an important question to ask a conversion rate optimization agency.
Yeah, definitely. So we've obviously got the tools that they're using, the case studies, and also the light audit. Away from that, we've also got the actual pricing. So are they going to charge you £10,000, or are they going to charge you £2,000, or are you going to charge you £100,000? It completely does depend on the size of your business. Like if say for example you're more of a local company, it might be, let's say, a couple £100. It might be a little bit less, it might be a little bit more. If say for example you are an e-commerce store and you're turning over, let's say, 100 grand a month, it might be 50,000 to get a CRO audit. If, say, for example, you are a monster website and you're getting hundreds of thousands of visitors every single month, it's going to obviously be a lot more, because there is a lot more things or tasks to be done on your website. So just bear that in mind. I think the pricing is actually pretty important.
Yeah, I think like you said, the cost and the pricing of what they're doing is key. But I think they've got to then track that back to the KPIs of what return on investment they're going to get from it. Yeah. If it's a bigger site, it's actually easier for a CRO agency, because they can get data faster. Mm-hmm. And once they've got like data faster, they can test more things. Yeah. So I think the biggest one in this would be the case studies, because like you said, you touched upon, they've been through knowing, if they've done, let's say, certain affiliate sites, that the cart, what makes people stop and abandon the cart, and how can they try and lower that. Even little things with regards to conversion rate optimization is, a good conversion rate optimization for a lead generation company will leverage the thank you page. Yeah. And what they'll do, and this is very, very important, right? If you're in, let's say, the finance sector and you're bidding on PPC and you come through and fill in the form, you need to be trying to ring them within, let's say, a minute, right? One way of trying to get them not to go to the next one down to fill in the form within the minute of you calling them is, when they're filled in the form, on the thank you page, you don't say, thank you, someone's going to get in touch, right, within the next 24 hours. It's, thank you, here's the next steps. Someone's going to give you a ring in the next 90 seconds. Here's the questions they're going to ask you. So then they start, oh, someone's going to ring me in the next 90 seconds about what they're asking me. And you start checking to see what the questions are. You're still on their website before, let's say, the mortgage brokers even rang them. and then they've got them on the phone, and then they've got a much higher chance of converting. That comes down to great conversion rate optimization, because now they're almost nurturing the leads as well. So it's not just for e-commerce a good CRO agency can be used for. A good CRO agency can leverage a thank you page as well. And I think that's very, very important as well.
Yeah, I mean, we've both got a lot of experience in the finance industry, and one thing that we started to do is, obviously finance, it's a lot higher ticket, so it's not just like a plumbing job, but for higher ticket stuff, there's also CRO tweaks that you can do off of your website. So for example, you could be running retargeting ads on Facebook, and it's all showing your testimonials. Like, look at this person, he's been able to, let's say, fix their, or get a remortgage, or apply for a new mortgage if like you're a mortgage broker. So being at the back of their head, it can definitely help, because one thing that you've mentioned to me before is, I think it's 50 or 60% of web form leads they never pick up. Yeah. So in some cases it can be improved by actually doing Facebook ads as well, your actual conversion rate optimization. Another thing that I would also be discussing with that CRO agency is, what would they recommend for that industry? Because if they have truly worked with hundreds of businesses, like we know a couple CRO agencies ourselves, and they don't, in some cases, they don't even need to run an audit. They've just done that many CRO jobs in the past, and they're like, right, you need Trustpilot, you need to remove these 3 things from your checkout, you need to add this 2-step to your contact form, and boom, it's going to increase your conversion rate from, let's say, 0.3% to at least 1% just by doing that alone. Yeah. So a good CRO agency will already kind of like maybe a 60 or 70% strategy in the back of their head, where they're like, right, we can implement these 12 things, and overnight it's going to improve. Yeah,
I mean, I've got 2 other important questions that I'd want to ask a CRO agency, and one of them would be, are you giving any guarantees? So is there any guarantees in place that I'm going to pay you for conversion rate optimization? There should be some form of guarantee in it, because if you keep split testing, at some point, one of your split tests is going to perform better than the existing site, which means you should be able to guarantee that you are improving conversion. Yeah. So I would want to know, is there some sort of guarantee or some sort of refund policy that if you do not improve upon the site? This isn't SEO, it's a long-term strategy. This is a plug and play, which is almost instant. You change the colour of a button, is it better, is it not better? The data will tell you it's better. Okay, now you've got the conversion rate of how it's being better. So I'd want some sort of guarantees put in place, and I'd be asking the question to the CRO agency, do you have any guarantees? Because if they don't, maybe the other one down the road might have some guarantees that says, look, don't pay us if we don't improve the conversion rate. And I think it's a very, very important question to ask. The other one then is, how long are you tying me in for? How long? Is it a 1-month contract? Is it a rolling contract? Is it a 3-month contract? Is it a 6-month contract? Is it a 12-month contract? Now, what is quite important with regards to this is, what people need to understand is, normally with SEO and a few other kind of niches and services, I would say you want a rolling contract. With regards to CRO, you need to make certain you're giving it enough clicks and enough data to be able to perform the tasks. So you might need to be tied into like a 3-month contract to properly split test certain things. You can't go into it half-heartedly. But if they're saying you have to be signing up for 12 months, I'd be running a mile. But saying I'm not signing up for 12 months. I'll do 3 months, and if I feel you've provided value, I'll sign up for another 3 months. I'm happy to stay with you for 12 months if you keep providing value. But if you then, in the last 3 months, you've not provided any value, then I don't want to sign up for another 3 months. Yeah. So I think the great questions to ask before hiring a CRO agency, I think it's very important to choose the right company to do your CRO.
Yeah, I think just a couple other questions that I would be asking is, first of all, how many landing pages are they actually going to be improving? Because a lot of people think it's the cart page that needs improving, but if nobody's even getting to the cart page, that cart page could have all the trust signals in the world, but nobody's even seeing it. And then the second one is, are they going to be actually implementing the design tweaks themselves? Like there's some CRO agencies that only work with Shopify stores, or there's some certain CRO agencies that only work with WordPress or only work with Magento. So again, just align your goals, because the last thing you want to do is find what you think is a really good CRO agency, but they only work with Magento and you're a Shopify store. Now that's probably not going to happen, but in some cases there are a few CRO agencies that do that. And then a follow-up question to that is, okay, you work with Shopify stores, I have a Shopify store, will you be implementing the designs, or will I need to potentially pass that to my developer? Because that will also impact the pricing as well, because they are obviously doing a little bit less work.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I hope you liked the video for all the questions that you would ask a CRO agency. Me and Kazra have worked with several different quality CRO agencies. Leave a comment in the comment section if you feel we've missed anything. Check out the link in the description for who we recommend, who we feel that you should be using with regards to a CRO agency. This might depend on your niche. It might depend on your CMS system, whether it's Shopify or whether it's WordPress or Magento or whatever it is. But get in touch, leave a comment and see whether we've missed anything with regards to what questions that you would ask for a conversion rate optimization company.